Imagine escaping one of the most secretive countries on Earth, risking your life, leaving your family, crossing a border where a single mistake could get you killed, and then choosing to go back, not because you were caught, not because you were forced, but because you wanted to. It sounds impossible, yet that's exactly what happened. This is the story of a man who escaped North Korea twice, a story so strange that even experts struggle to explain it. Because escaping North Korea is already one of the most dangerous journeys a person can make. Returning after you've escaped, almost nobody does that. And escaping a second time, that borders on unbelievable. To understand why, we need to start in a place where freedom itself can feel like a distant rumor. North Korea, a country hidden behind mountains, fences, and one of the most heavily guarded borders on Earth. For millions of people living there, the outside world isn't just far away. It's almost invisible. Many grow up never seeing uncensored news, never freely accessing the internet, never knowing what life looks like beyond the border. Yet despite the risks, some people still dream about leaving. And for one man, that dream became an obsession that would take him through darkness, across dangerous terrain, and toward a future he believed would finally change everything. When the moment came, there was no dramatic countdown, no guarantee of success, only fear. The kind of fear that makes every sound feel louder, every shadow feel alive, every step feel like it could be your last. The border separating North Korea from the outside world isn't just a line on a map. It's one of the most heavily monitored frontiers on Earth. For decades, countless people have tried to cross it. Many never made it. But somehow, he did. For the first time in his life, he found himself beyond the system he had always known. Free. Or at least, that's what he expected. Because what happened next is where this story takes an unexpected turn. Freedom wasn't simple. The world outside was bigger, faster, and more overwhelming than he had imagined. Everything was unfamiliar. The language around him felt different. The culture felt different. Even ordinary daily life felt like navigating a foreign planet. Experts who study North Korean defectors often describe a hidden struggle that few people talk about. Loneliness. Many defectors spend years adjusting to a society completely unlike the one they left behind. Some carry guilt for the family members they left behind. Others struggle to find where they belong. And for this man, those emotions would eventually lead to an unthinkable decision. He went back. Not under arrest, not under threat, by choice. The decision stunned observers. Why would someone return to a place they once risked everything to escape? Was it family? Homesickness? Regret? Even today, people still debate the answer. But what happened next was even more extraordinary. Because once he returned, reality hit harder than ever. The life he had left behind hadn't changed. The restrictions were still there. The limitations were still there. And eventually, he faced the same question that had haunted him before. Stay, or risk everything again. Most people would never attempt a second escape. The danger was enormous. The consequences were even worse if he failed. But once you've seen another world, it's difficult to forget it exists. And so, against all odds, he tried again. A second escape. A second gamble with his life. A second journey into uncertainty. And somehow, he succeeded. Twice, he crossed a border that many consider impossible to cross even once. Twice, he left behind everything familiar. Twice, he stepped into the unknown. And maybe that's what makes this story unforgettable. Not the politics, not the border, not even the escapes themselves, but the deeply human truth hiding underneath it all. That freedom isn't just about where you live. It's about where you feel you belong. And sometimes, discovering that truth requires a journey so difficult, you have to survive it twice.